How's it going? Adam Drake here, and today I want to take you under the hood my new Mugen Seiki MBX8R nitro buggy. I'm going to give you a little bit of a closer look, show you some of the details of the different products and setup, how I have my car set up. Before I pull the body off though, we'll talk a little bit about the body. It is the JConcepts S15 body that has been painted by Dark Side Designs, and the stickers and wing wraps are from Stick It One Racing. I control the car with the Futaba T10PX radio system. Eventually I'll also have wrap for this from Stick It One Racing, but with the radio being so new, we're still waiting to get the die lines for the T10PX radio. So I'll adjust the camera angle, pull the body off, and we'll go over some of the details of the car. So as you can see here, we have the body off and a little bit of a closer view. The car doesn't have the shocks on it right now just because I had pulled them off. Normally when my car is on the shelf before a race, I have the shocks off, waiting to kind of see what the temperature is going to be so I can put the oil in, and then when I get to the race, bleed the shocks with the proper oil for what the weather is going to be. But I do have those right here in a bag just ready to go. So as far as hop-up parts from Mugen, on the front and the rear, we have the lightweight arms. These are a little bit stiffer material arm than the stock MBX8R arms. I use those both front and back. For the average guy, the stock arms work really good. The stock arms are a little bit more durable, but if you're looking for just every little bit of performance, I recommend the lightweight arms. In the back, I have the 20-gram weight. I have the aluminum servo saver top and also the one-piece engine mount, all from Mugen. And then as far as like basic setup stuff, I have a 2.1 front sway bar, 2.4 rear sway bar. I have the universal drive shafts, both front and rear. These seem to work really, really good, especially when the tracks get really rough. They just seem to be a little bit more consistent than the CVAs. The CVAs will provide a little bit more overall grip once they're broken in, but I feel like the consistency of the car from new drive shafts to really old drive shafts are a little bit more consistent with the universals. As far as hop-up parts from Flashpoint, I use the aluminum cross pins in all three differentials. I have the Flashpoint magnetic wheel nuts on all four corners, the Flashpoint aluminum servo horn, the Flashpoint one-piece wing button, and then the battery pack that I use to power both the car and my radio is the Flashpoint 2500 milliamp 2S battery. And then I also have the pre-oiled filters from Flashpoint, and then the blue washers from Flashpoint, just to kind of make everything look really nice. From JConcepts, we have, like I mentioned, the S15 body. We have the F2I wing, the trusted and just pretty much amazing in all condition Green Reflex on the JConcepts wheels. Another Mugen hop-up that I forgot to mention is the Nmb Bearings. I have those throughout the car. From MIP, in the shocks, we have the MIP Bypass 1 shock pistons. Those are also available through Flashpoint. And then from Protek, I have the Protek 170 SBL steering servo and 170 TBL for throttle. I like a little bit slower, more torquey servo for throttle, and then I like the faster response of the Speed servo for steering. Also from Protek, we have the really cool carbon fiber side guards. These just look really nice, and they also reduce the weight quite a bit. From OS, we have the OS Speed B21AD2 engine with 6.5 millimeter Venturi, P3 Gold glow plug, the TB02, which is also known as the 2090 SC pipe with 75mm manifold. Like I had mentioned from Futaba, we have the T10PX radio with the 404 SBS receiver. We also have from Protek, the Protek electronic switch. And overall, that's just kind of a closer look at my new MBX8R nitro buggy. You can see I do a few things, like the fuel line routing is a little bit different than stock. It's nice, the MBX8R now comes with a 90-degree fitting. I use the Flashpoint fuel line and just try to make everything kind of as short and clean as possible. The stock routing kind of goes around the back side of the tank, and I just feel it's a little bit more chance of the fuel line kind of getting nicks or cuts. One thing with the fuel tank, I run the fuel tank very loose, and that's because under a hard impact, whether it's a big jump or you get into it with another car, the chassis can flex. If the tank is mounted with the grommets crushed, as the chassis flexes, it will also flex the tank and can cause the tank to break at the seam. So you want to make sure that the tank is mounted really loose. It also makes it really nice when you come into pit, when you open the lid. If the tank is hard mounted, because of the vibration of the engine, the fuel is going to want to spill out more than if the tank is mounted loose. Other than that, the car's pretty much out of the box, other than the few hop-ups that I talked about. And if you have any additional questions or looking for setup advice for your MBX8R nitro buggy, please feel free to message me in the comments or send an email to adrake@mugenracing.com.